Welcome, fellow YouTube traveler. I'm Baronen, and I'm on a mission to learn art. For this video, I've played a little bit with weapon design, and I designed one weapon for the dwarves of my world Outram, and one weapon for the orcs. For this first one, I used a lot of squares to show that the dwarves are stable and that they are skilled at their craft. And then I also used two distinct spherical shapes to contrast the harsh edges of the squares. This isn't the fanciest weapon, but I wanted to show what an ordinary weapon of an ordinary foot soldier would look like from each of these factions. With that said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of this weapon taking shape. For this second one, as I said, I designed a weapon for the orcs. And the orcs are really crudish, and therefore they need a really crude weapon. As you can see, with just the line art, their craftsmanship and skill with metal is not at the same level as the dwarves, but somehow they manage to make devastating weapons anyway. And with this weapon I also wanted to show that the orcs are very individualistic and like to adorn their weapons with small bits and bobs to make it their own. And with that, I once again leave you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the painting taking shape. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider giving it a like and subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos. With that said, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.